streets can be dense for our acts. The sea can be deep for our diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good evening. Wrong place. Good evening, everybody. I hope that you are having a splendid Saturday. That's good enough. Having some stomach issues today. I just went to a group conscious where I had two people disrupting the group. They keep arguing in the group, and man, I just felt like it was none of our fucking business. You know, groups are not a place for us to go and dump. That's it. That's not what we do there. We don't do dumping at meetings. We're there for the newcomer. Okay? We are there to share experience, our strength, and our hope. That's why we're there. No other reason. Okay? If you want to do that stuff, you got to do it after the meeting, before the meeting. Somebody may say something you don't like. Not too fucking bad. Let's talk a little bit. Is AA a safe space? Do you expect AA to be a safe space? No, friends. No, AA does not deem itself as a safe space. It doesn't. And I'm sorry, but the group does not need to be there to appease your own fears. I'm sorry. That's not how life works. Good evening, Patricia. It's good to see you. We're at that 3-minute mark. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host. It's true. And if you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. You know, part of the problem is once you think you start knowing better, you're kind of fucked, man. Okay? I mean, for an hour, we were trying to get these two guys to do at least a little bit of talking, but all they would do is point fingers back at each other. You know, and I know what's going on is PTSD, man, and they're not going to be able to get out of that. Not with something like that. You know, all it did was divide the group, and that's what happens. That's what happens. I told them they both need to grow the fuck up and work it out. Go hug and kiss, do what you need to do, but quit doing it in the group. Quit doing it in the group. And that's when safe spaces got brought up. And let's read the first paragraph to Tradition 3. Tradition 3, this tradition is packed with meaning, for AA is really saying to every serious drinker, you're an AA member if you say so. You can declare yourself in. Nobody can keep you out. No matter who you are, no matter how low you've gone, no matter how grave your emotional complications, even your crimes, we still can't deny you AA. We don't want to keep you out. We aren't a bit afraid you'll harm us, never mind how twisted or violent you may be. We just want to be sure that the same great chance for sobriety that we've had. So you're an AA member the minute you declare yourself one. Okay? Now, unfortunately, there are times in groups where people do need to be removed. Hey, maybe you're having a bad day or whatever. Okay. But if you've been in the program for a little bit, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the program, 90% of the program is keeping your damn mouth shut. Okay. So, no, AA meetings aren't really considered a safe space. We've got to create our own safe spaces. Now, I'm not saying what happens is all good. We know that, right? It's when we start looking for reasons to kick people out of a group that I think that we've gone beyond what the 12 by 12 says. All right. All right. Let's talk about amends. If you expect, hi Ingrid, if you expect other people to make amends, you have a hard time in this life. Okay. And you really need to get to a place where it's, you know what? My side of the street is clean, and that's all that matters. It's all that matters. It's the only thing that you can control. You can't control other people. See, these two guys kept saying, you see what this other person's doing? You see what this other, and we're like, yeah, we see what you're both doing. Do you not see it yourself? And that's the problem. Right? Who is it for us to even get together and decide what's going to happen with these two? I think that's kind of egotistical, right? But it need to be talked about. Caused a little division in the group. One person said that they took sides. They're too new in the program, taking sides. I told them both, I'm ready to kick you both out. I love you both, but I don't care if you're disrupting the group. I'm going to kick you out for the day, not forever. Maybe you're having a bad day. That's okay. It's okay that you had a bad day. Come back tomorrow. We'll forgive you. We'll move forward. Okay. This also goes back to my triggers are my responsibility. Okay. Which is a tough statement to make. But I found for me, once I took responsibility for my triggers, that when the triggers did happen, I was able to walk through them with courage. Right? I get triggered. Yeah. Even at one point in that meeting, I yelled. And you go all uppity with me. I told him, you better watch what you say to me. He had threatened somebody else in the group physically, but see, that person lives on the other side of the country. I live down the street, and I'm Gen X. I'll even give you my address. Don't bother talking because it's on as soon as you get here. Okay. Is it okay to threaten somebody physically in a meeting? No, it's not okay. Okay. But that doesn't mean it becomes a group issue, right? See, whenever we point fingers at somebody else, we got 3 more pointed back at us. Okay. So look what that person's doing. Look what that person's doing. Okay. In this situation, they were both doing the same exact thing. The same exact thing. No, the spot it, you got it. There it is. That's why they're getting so upset with each other, because they're both not moving forward. And what they need. See, that's why the group conscious couldn't settle it. Thanks for stopping by. Love you. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be too awfully long. I'm not feeling all that well. So good to have you. Love you. All right. But we can't run around expecting, even if they did something to you, you're going to have to forgive and kind of forget. Maybe you got to do a 10th step on it. Maybe you got to do a 4th step or something with it. Right. But we cannot run around expecting other people to be making amends to us. Hey, Chris, you been calling me during meetings or while I'm asleep. Sorry about that. Whew. I just not feel. So those can be. Here's a really good example. You know, my parents had done some things to me when I was younger, and you know, they haven't really taken accountability for it, but I don't need it. Okay. I've done that for my kids where I went and took accountability because I knew that's what they needed. But it was up to me to have to do the work, whether they were going to join me in that work and move forward or not. Didn't really depend on me. So, all right. I think that's about what I can do today. So, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. It was good to see y'all. I love y'all. Peace out and have a day. Bye bye.